Picture yourself walking down a long road. The sun is high, the path stretches endlessly, and on your back is a heavy backpack. At first, it feels manageable. You tell yourself, I can carry this. But inside that backpack are stones. Each stone is a regret, a grudge, a mistake you replay at night. Each stone is a memory you refuse to release. Step by step, the weight grows heavier. Your shoulders ache, your breath shortens, and suddenly the road feels impossible. This is the invisible burden of holding on. Psychologists call it cognitive load, the mental strain of carrying too many unresolved thoughts. It's like trying to run a marathon while dragging chains. Our minds are not designed to endlessly replay the past. Yet we cling to it, thinking that if we hold on tightly enough, maybe we can rewrite it. But the truth is, holding on doesn't change yesterday. It only steals tomorrow. Think of your brain like a computer with too many tabs open. Each tab is a grudge, a regret, a what if. The system slows down, overheats, and eventually crashes. And yet, we keep those tabs open, afraid to close them, afraid to lose what they represent. But here's the paradox. By refusing to let go, we lose far more. We lose clarity. We lose peace. We lose the chance to live fully in this moment. So I ask you, what stones are you carrying? What backpack have you refused to set down? The power of letting go begins with recognizing the weight you no longer need to bear. And once you see it, you can choose freedom. Emotions are not meant to be locked away. When we suppress them, when we push them down and pretend they don't exist, they don't disappear. They grow stronger, like a spring pressed tightly under your hand. The more you push, the more tension builds. And eventually, that spring snaps back with force. Think of it like holding a beach ball underwater. You can press it down for a while, but the longer you hold it, the harder it fights to rise. That's what happens when we bury anger, grief, or regret. Suppression doesn't heal, it prolongs the pain. But here's the beauty of release. When we acknowledge our emotions, when we allow them to surface without judgment, they lose their power over us. Imagine standing by a river. You drop a leaf into the water and you watch it drift away. That leaf is your emotion, seen, acknowledged, and then carried downstream. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to hold it. You simply let it go. Release is not weakness. Release is wisdom. It's the mind saying, I don't need to fight this anymore. I can let it move through me. Life is a vast ocean, and each of us is a sailor. The waves rise, the winds shift, storms appear without warning. And yet, many of us spend our days trying to control the sea itself, shouting at the waves, cursing the wind, demanding that the storm obey us. But the ocean does not bend to our will. What we can control are our sails, our choices, our direction. This is the essence of the locus of control. Knowing the difference between what belongs to us and what does not. Imagine holding two circles in your hands. One circle is small, glowing, warm. This is the circle of control. Your habits, your words, your choices. The other circle is vast, shadowy, endless. This is the circle of concern. The economy, the weather, the past, the judgments of others. Too often, we pour our energy into the shadowy circle, chasing things we cannot grasp. And in doing so, we neglect the glowing circle, the one place where our power truly lives. Letting go means releasing the illusion that we can control everything. It means saying, I cannot change the storm, but I can adjust my sails. When you stop clinging to the uncontrollable, you discover a new kind of freedom, the freedom to act, to choose, to grow. Forgiveness is one of the hardest lessons the human heart must learn. We often believe that holding on to anger protects us, that resentment keeps us strong. But in truth, it is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. The longer we hold on to bitterness, the more it corrodes us from within. Forgiveness is not about excusing the past. It is about freeing ourselves from its grip. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential voices in the world, grew up facing poverty, abuse, and rejection. For years, she carried the weight of anger and pain from her childhood. That pain could have defined her, could have chained her to a life of resentment. But Oprah discovered something profound. Holding on to anger only kept her tied to the very people and circumstances she wanted to escape. She chose forgiveness, not because those who hurt her deserved it, but because she deserved peace. Oprah often says, "Forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be any different." By letting go, she reclaimed her power. She transformed her pain into purpose, building a life of impact and inspiration. Her story reminds us that forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength. It is the courage to say, "I will not let my past control my future." Letting go is not the end. It is the beginning of something new. Psychologists call this post-traumatic growth, the ability to transform pain into resilience, to turn wounds into wisdom. It is the art of pruning the past so that new branches can grow. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling. Before her success, she faced immense struggles. She was a single mother, living on welfare, battling depression, and carrying the weight of rejection after rejection from publishers. Each rejection was a stone in her backpack, each hardship a branch that threatened to break her spirit. She could have clung to bitterness, to the belief that life had defeated her. But instead, she chose to let go of the fear of failure, let go of the voices that told her she wasn't enough. She focused on what she could control, her words, her imagination, her persistence. By releasing the weight of despair, she opened space for creativity. And that space gave birth to one of the most beloved stories in modern history. Her victory was not just in publishing books, it was in transforming pain into purpose. J.K. Rowling's journey reminds us that growth is not about avoiding struggle. It is about letting go of what holds us back so that struggle can become strength. Now, take a deep breath with me. Inhale slowly, hold it, and exhale. As you breathe, bring to mind one thing you've been holding on to. It could be a regret, a fear, a grudge, or even a dream that no longer serves you. Picture it clearly. Feel its weight. And now, imagine placing it in the palm of your hand. See it there? Solid, heavy, familiar. Then, with your next breath, open your hand. Watch it drift away, like a leaf carried downstream, like a balloon rising into the sky. Notice how light you feel without it. Notice how free. This is the practice of mindfulness, being present, acknowledging what is, and choosing to release what no longer belongs. Letting go is not losing. It is gaining freedom. It is reclaiming the energy that was trapped in yesterday and investing it in today. Every time you let go, you create space for peace, for clarity, for growth. So here is my challenge to you. Choose one thing today that you are ready to release. Write it down, speak it aloud, or share it in the comments below. Your words may inspire someone else to set down their own backpack of stones. Together, we can create a ripple of freedom, a wave of renewal. This was Mind Sketchbook, your space to explore psychology, brain habits, and the art of motivation. Here, we believe the mind is a canvas, and every thought, every choice, is a brushstroke shaping the masterpiece of your life. If today's message resonated with you, subscribe and join our growing community of thinkers and dreamers. Together, we'll sketch new habits, paint fresh perspectives, and design a life filled with clarity and purpose. Remember, your mind is the sketchbook, and you hold the pen. Keep sketching, keep growing, and most of all, keep letting go.